Okay, so here we are in the user interface for the Kubota RPG SpeedKeys V2, and I'm going to show you how it works. First of all, let me direct your attention to this over here to the left. This ought to look familiar to you. This, of course, represents the SpeedKeys V2 keyboard. Now, the first time that you use this interface, these keys are going to be arranged exactly the way they were for SpeedKeys V1. So, if you would like to take advantage of the customization available in SpeedKeys V2, all you need to do is select a new key from this center panel and drag it over here to your keyboard onto whichever key you want to replace. Now, before I demonstrate this for you, I want to show you something. You can click on any key that you see here on the interface, and a brief description will appear over here in this white box. That way you can preview what you're getting yourself into before you commit yourself to swapping out any keys or using them in Lightroom. And more than that, if you look at these three buttons down below here, each one is labeled according to the corresponding preset on the key. If there's any further modifying that you can do for that preset, your options will appear directly below. You can click on each preset name and then modify the adjustments to suit your liking. Now, you probably noticed that this third preset over here is a rather generic preset, preset 13. You can see that you're provided with three different options for preset types, whether it's a gradient, an adjustment brush, or a develop preset that you can use in either library mode or develop mode. Most often it will be a develop preset that you'll be programming, but in case you want to assign one of these other tools to preset 13, you can just select that tool type and you'll now be able to populate your brush settings below. So let's go ahead and grab this key from the center panel, click, drag, and drop it over one of these other keys. Now that it's there, let me show you how you can set up that preset 13. We just go back over here to the preset 13 label, select the type of tool we want, and then select from our list of develop presets from this drop-down menu. Now, as long as all of your presets have been expanded in library and develop mode, you should be able to spot everything that you've got in there, whether it's the Kubota V3 presets or the Vintage Delish presets or any other presets you own. There is one very important exception, though, that you need to be aware of. Your SpeedKeys V2 keyboard can only recognize presets that have numbers and letters only in their names. So if you have any other presets in Lightroom that have characters other than letters and numbers, they will not appear in this drop-down menu. So don't panic if you don't see them. What you can do is go back into Lightroom and rename those presets to eliminate any characters that are not a letter or a number. They'll show up in this list after that. So for my preset 13, I'm going to go with one of my personal favorites, Light and Vivid. That key should be ready to go. Let's grab another one. There's one here called Color 1, Color 2, and Color 3. Let's go ahead and replace the Vitamin K and Snap 1 and 2 keys. So this key is a bit more generic than other keys, but that's really handy because it provides a lot of flexibility for which three color-related presets you would like to use for that key. Going back to the right side, we already have Color 1 preset selected, and I am going to add a Develop preset. Let's add some cross-process presets to that key. We'll start off with Cross-Process Carranza. We go to Color 2 preset, and this time we will go with Cross-Process Blue. And finally, for the Color 3 preset, let's go with Cross-Process Bright. So that key is now programmed. Now, something you may or may not have noticed is that when I clicked on the Color 1, 2, 3 key, there were already other presets assigned to each of the three functions, and that is a default setting for SpeedKeys V2. So, for example, let's grab one of these blank keys and drop it right here. And this particular key is customizable to an extreme. You can select any three presets you want and even write the preset name directly on the key. But let's take a look at what we see when I click on each of the preset names. Preset 1 is already showing the black-white noise fix. Preset 2 shows black-white punchy. And preset 3 shows black-white red filter warm 1. So if you do not take the steps to customize these yourselves, they will have presets assigned to them. But isn't it really more fun and more helpful to be able to assign whatever presets you want? Once again, you can do that from this drop-down menu. Select any one you'd like. So once you're all done swapping out any keys that you want and getting your SpeedKeys V2 keyboard set up to fit your unique editing style, you will need to take your actual keyboard unit and physically replace the keys to match the keys you've assigned here in this user interface. A quick and easy demonstration of how to do that will be available in the next video. Now, one last thing that I think is worth mentioning is that the more you use your SpeedKeys V2 keyboard, the smarter and faster the keyboard gets. Once your key assignments find their corresponding preset, they begin to figure out the most direct path for how to get there. Pretty smart. Please watch the next video and have a great time customizing your keys. Thanks for watching.